Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. We are on a 2-day hot tenting trip in the awesome Russian hot tent here with the stove and everything. This makes it a hot tent, right? We have firewood, we have an awesome oven going and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, this is the setting. I've been here for 2 days now. But before I pack it up, I would actually make a little video on how to make a camp latrine, because I of course made a camp latrine in deep snow, because sooner than later somebody will of course need to go to the loo or whatever we call it, right? I don't know if we can call it that, but we do that. Many people have asked the question over time, as I said, especially in winter, and I always found it really weird questions like, can you figure that out yourself? I usually just ignored the comments there. I didn't even reply to them. But anyway, maybe it's actually a fair question, you know. But yeah, how interesting it is, I don't really know. But I can anyway show you really fast how to make a latrine in deep snow. There are a few variants, of course. You can make it close to camp, or you can make it away from camp. But making it away from camp, I mean, do we really put on your skis and snowshoes and hike 50, 100, 200 meters to go to the toilet and so on? For longer stays than 2-3 days, you might want to do that. But for short term, we just make it right here, and I'll show you how to get rid of everything and all that good stuff. So let's get outside and I'll show you how to do it. You can, of course, head a bit of a ways from the camp and dig a big hole, then a little bit of trench, but just remember to compress the snow with either your skis or your snowshoes, right? The trench, the sitting trench, should of course be a little bit wider than your seat, because otherwise you'll get a very cold experience. But a trench like this, that is what we need. And as you can see, there are no signs of any doings there whatsoever. Next up, you find a good steady log. It can be a sapling or it can be a dry log, and you put it across somewhere around here. Be sure the log is much longer than your trench, so it has something to distribute the weight on. So we'll slide this guy a little bit further out here. Then we can preload it, so to speak. We have some ugly knots there. Unless you're a little bit of a weirdo, you might want to remove those. Never saw towards your hand with a silky saw. That's basically it. Oi, you guys are down there. I think I'll spare you for this experience. And then we can sit here with our favorite brew, our toilet paper, maybe a book, maybe our favorite newspaper or something like this, and do whatever we have to do. But we are not done yet, because now comes the important part. It is of course not nice to have such remains laying around at camp. So when it's really cold, then it does not take time. Then it does not take much time for stuff to freeze up, right? So while stuff is freezing up, you can say carefully collect the toilet paper and you burn it either there or in your oven. After a little while, you'll take your snowshoe, or not your snowshoe, this is a funky snowshoe, but this is a snow shovel. You'll take your snow shovel and you will carefully take the human droppings and you will put on your skis, go a little bit out on your trail and do the catapult, doing, and away it is. This is how you make an effective latrine in snowy conditions, or in deep snow, or on deep snow, right? There is one little thing though. If you use your snow shovel here to dig snow for water, then you might reconsider doing that afterwards and use something else. So this is how you make an effective, funky field latrine on deep snow. So I hope that you guys who have requested this over the years, that you are happy with the explanation. I mean, I don't know, this sort of like gives itself. I mean, there's most likely other ways to do it. But this is how I do it, if I really have to. And of course, on a trip for 2 days, you really have to. It's a really very good idea. As I said, if we are staying here for much longer, we are several people, it might be a good idea to go and dig a trench a little bit away from camp. So guys, that was all. Please check the links in the description. Please consider supporting the channel, the vehicle project, all that good stuff. And yeah, until next time guys, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. And see you in the next video guys. I made quite a few videos here on this trip, so there should be a lot coming up the next week. Thank you for your time guys.